Hi, I'm Shimelle Laine, and I'm here to show you my product picks for June's Best of Both Worlds kit. So I'll take these embellishments aside and come back to them in just a moment and start with the papers. This month, the cut apart sheet I've chosen is from Simple Stories' new I Heart Summer collection, and has lots of different motifs that can be used on normal 12 by 12 or 8.5 by 11 pages, but also plenty that could be popped into divided page protectors. So hopefully that gives you some options. And then we'll get into the more standard 12 by 12 papers. This one from Dear Lizzie's Lucky Charm. One in pink from Find Your Wings and Fly, which is a new collection from My Mind's Eye. And also this floral from that same collection. From Jelly Bean Soup, some lovely, delicate yellow, small, repeating patterns. From Crepe Paper's The Pier collection, this very cute little twist on doilies and clouds, and it puts them together, and then the background is a turquoise grid. And then from Echo Park's new collection called Here and Now, this black and white sheet with all the different arrows and thought bubbles, little wording in the bubbles that could be used either as a full sheet or cut apart into different pieces. And also from Here and Now, this turquoise and white floral. And there are a couple of sheets that are slightly older that are a great bargain in the shop right now. They're on super clearance, basically. This is Amy Tangerine's Ready, Set, Go, so it's definitely not a super old collection, not all that old at all, but just a little bit. It's not the most recent Amy Tangerine, that's what I mean. And it's this blue print which has this tiny little camera that repeats all the way across the page, and the camera has a tiny little heart detail on it. And also from that same collection, this yellow speech bubble print. Now, let me take you through the other sides of all the pattern papers. So on the back of that yellow, there's this handy blue and cream, or not blue, brown and cream polka dot, so that's really easy to use. And here, a cream and yellow ledger with just a tiny little bit of floral at the top. Love these summery colors in a triangle print on a crisp white background. A great watercolored turquoise wood grain, which has a little bit of a cloud print superimposed. This lovely pink tone-on-tone graphic print with all these circles and diamonds. A really bold chevron in green and cream. A trefoil design in a kind of acid green, really bright limey green, but it's not an in-your-face neon, it's just a really yellow-green tone. This, it's a really rich pink, it's not quite red. If I bend this over, you can see it is that same pink from the other side, but it's a very saturated pink with a textured white on and a stripe on the diagonal. And here a pink faded or ombre paper. So all of those paper options, and they all have options that I like on both sides this month, so I'm hoping that you will find that you can scrap with all of those down to the last bits and pieces, because there should be usable paper on all of those. Now onto stickers. This month I have 4 different 12 by 12 sticker sheets, and what I would suggest is that if you like all of them and that's all in your budget, then go for it and get all 4. But if you need to keep things under control a little bit, then I'll suggest you do 2 of the 4, and they come in pairs. So it doesn't mean that they're actually necessarily from the same collection. In this case, the 2 sticker sheets are from different collections, but they both have this same sort of bright, happy color tone to them. So this one from I Heart Summer by Simple Stories has the bright colors and has 4 different alphabets, 2 small, 1 large, 1 in between, and also some word stickers and little easy accents to use, all in little shapes like labels and tabs. really useful and not too difficult to add as finishing touches to a page. Plus this one from My Mind's Eye, which is all embellishments and ways to dress up a page, no alphabets here. And love this great chevron border that's all different pieces. It's not one big border sticker, but all separate chevron pieces. Plenty of arrows, some hexagons, and banner pieces. I know that some of you are love-hate on the mustache trend, but I have in mind at least one way I can use these that will not be as a mustache. I'm going to use the curve of the design rather than the complete shape. So I hope that will let you see past those 3 stickers if mustaches are not your favorite. But if they are, then that's all for the better. So that's the Find Your Wings and Fly sticker sheet. Now, if you need to settle down things and you would like to have the 2 options that are a little bit calmer and take that neon tone out of the equation, then these 2 from Glitz Designs' new Sunshine in My Soul collection are my recommendation. Here's the alphabets. You got 3 in this larger size. It's not quite as big as the turquoise, but it's a little bit bigger than this yellow. 2 in the small tiles, and this one's a gray wood grain and also a yellow stripe, and then different little word boxes here. And the last of the sticker sheets is this one. Again, there's a chevron border, but this time it is an actual border. It's all one large sticker. There are some frames, arrows, hearts, labels, all different things that are nice and easy to use. So that's from Glitz Design. Then on to the embellishments. This set of tags and pockets from Pebbles is in the Seen and Noted collection, and it's on a great sale price at 2Bs right now. So let me show you what you get inside. You get the pockets and then the tags that fit inside. So one that says It's a Memory and one with text, and they are designed to work together, but of course you can use them separately as well. And of course now I'm being clumsy now that I'm filming. Let's see. There we go. Sorry about that. So they fit inside. Let's see if I can be less clumsy. There we go. I'm less clumsy now. Okay. And so 2 in the large size and then 2 in the smaller size. But as you can see that they are still a substantial size. They're not tiny or anything like that. And then the envelopes that match those 2. So those are at a great price at the moment. And then let's see, what else do we have? I wanted to focus on some different things to do with the 3x4 size. So this month I'm using this stack from Simple Stories, which is called, let's see, what is it called? I think it's just called Life. I was thinking that was just part of the name, but I think that is the full name for this particular set. And so there are calendar cards for all the different months, and they're not specific to a year. They all just start with 1 in the first corner. They're not set up to any particular year, so you can use them for anything. And then the second half is motifs, Rockstar, Love You, all these different wordings that should be nice and easy to use. But also, if you go through the book and you think there's something that you wouldn't use, for example, I love this phrase, but I wouldn't use it because it has American spelling, and I don't tend to use the American spelling in my albums. These are all double-sided cards, and the B-sides are all really usable because they're just single colored patterns for the second half of the book. And then the first half of the book, the back of the calendars, they're all journaling prints. So you've got different twists on notebook paper, grid paper, and all of that. So that's Simple Stories Snap, the 3x4 cards. They also come in 4x6 if you prefer that size, and slightly different designs and all sorts of different options there. Also grabbing the Midway tin pins from October Afternoon. That's a set of 6 flare badges. And that leaves me with tape and stamps. So let me explain tape this month. I've put on the list a tape from Midway by October Afternoon that looks like this, except it's turquoise and the wording's slightly different. But it uses this same setup as this one that I have from 9 to 5. And it has the it has this design of diagonal lines in turquoise at the top, and then has little labels like photo taken on and things like that that runs underneath. That one is on sale at the moment and it matches the kit, and so I have listed that one. But there's also another option if you really love washi tape and would like something a little different from that, and that is this one. If I can pull it apart and show you. This is from Webster's Pages. I've just torn it incorrectly. There we go. This is from Webster's Pages, and it has all these different little blocks. Now, one of them does say 2013, so if you tend to only scrap things that are several years old, then that wouldn't be your favorite. But all the other things are things that you can use no matter what age the photos. So it says today, or love this, date, hello, things like that. Okay. And they're all just really lovely designs, and you can use it as a full strip or you can cut it apart. Now, the reason that I didn't add this as the main item or listed on the main kit list is because it comes in a set of 2, and I wanted to make sure that I gave you an option that was a little bit more affordable. And since that turquoise tape from October Afternoon is in the sale, that is a better budget pick this month. But if you've got a little bit more to spend, you want to jump up to the $50 to get your free shipping, anything like that, then I would really suggest checking out the label print from Webster's Pages. The other one that it comes with, because it comes in a set of 2, is a pink floral, and it's quite narrow, and it's really lovely as well. Okay, so a turquoise washi tape, and then the stamp set. This month's stamps are also from Webster's Pages. They're by Allison Kreft for Webster's Pages, and I believe the stamps are made by Unity. Yes, the stamps are made by Unity for Webster's Pages, designed by Allison Kreft. Have I figured that all out now? Okay, so here's everything that you get in the set of stamps. You have Happy Day, Remember This, Love This, Oh So Happy, Memories, and So Sweet. And these are cling stamps that are red rubber.